So yesterday I covered software development life cycle, testing life cycle, in which I covered unit testing, system integration testing, functional testing, and performance testing. Right. So shall we have one quick assessment before going to the today's session concepts? So Jagan Mohan, what is SIT, system integration testing? Jagan Mohan.
Sir, the type of we are
Your voice is breaking.
1 minute, sir.
Hemant?
Yes, sir.
Hemant,
Yes,
what
sir.
is integration testing? You're on mute, Hemant. Okay, let me pass the record.
Sir,
Please rephrase the answer properly. What is integration testing? What is system integration testing?
software modules are integrated logically and tested as a group, sir.
Okay, right. So what is functional testing?
It is also called white box testing. All functionalities are working properly or not is called functional testing.
Is it called as white box testing?
Black box testing. They don't know about the technology, and that means language what they used. That's why we call it black box testing.
Okay. What is white box testing?
It is done. It is also called unit testing, and it is done by the developers, sir. A piece of code is properly worked or not to check it. Done by the developers, sir.
Okay. So Radhika, what is performance testing? Radhika?
Yeah.
What is performance testing? Okay. So what is performance testing, guys? Performance testing is
To
Testing
perform
the
the
application with the proper load.
To determine the speed and the responsibility, stability of an application.
Stability and response time of an application by applying load.
speed, stability, scalability, reliability of the.
right. So performance testing is non-functional testing to find out or to determine an application speed, stability, scalability, and reliability. Right? So let's see that in detail. Yesterday we stopped it over here, right? So let me go to performance testing life cycle. Okay. Sorry for that. SDLC and testing life cycle. So performance testing is non-functional testing. Mention this, guys, right? So to determine speed, responsiveness, stability of the program. Or else, I'll give some easy definition. So performance testing is non-functional testing to determine an application's speed, stability, scalability, and reliability. Speed, stability, scalability, and reliability. Right? So before going into performance testing, so let us understand what is the difference between functional testing and non-functional testing. Okay. So here we discussed about functional testing and non-functional testing. So let's understand in detail. So functional testing is testing the functionality of the application, right? You know that already. So yesterday I gave some examples. I took some Gmail example and Amazon example. Did we take any Amazon example? Okay. Suppose if you are testing Amazon kind of application, right? Suppose you type amazon.in, you should get the home page, right? And then generally you search for some product. Let's say you search for some product, okay? And click enter. Then you should get the search results. So this is the expected behavior, right? When you search for some product, it should show the search results, right? Or else if you go to any tab, you have a lot of tabs over here. Let's say, for example, you go to electronics, it should display the electronics page. So this is the functionality of this testing the functionality of the application. This is how the application is defined, or these are the software requirements, specifications of the application, and this is how it is expected to work. Clear? So this is testing the functionality of the application is called as functional testing. And if you are doing functional testing manually without using any tool, right? That is called as manual testing. If you are testing the functionality of an application without using any tool, if you are doing it manually, that is called as manual testing. And if you are doing functional testing with the help of automation tools like Selenium, UFT, etc., that is called as automation testing. If you are using tools to test if you are using automation tools like Selenium, UFT to test the functionality of the application, so that is called as automation testing. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is non-functional testing? What is non-functional testing? So non-functional testing is a big umbrella under which you have performance, security, usability, reliability, etc. All these fall under non-functional testing. So non-functional testing is defined as a type of software testing to check the non-functional aspects, like performance, security, usability, reliability of a software application, right? So we are interested in performance testing. So these are the major performance testing tools in the market. You have LoadRunner, JMeter, and NeoLoad. These are the popular performance testing tools in the market. So however, please remember that. And so all these types of testing comes under non-functional testing: performance testing, security, usability, compatibility testing. All these fall under non-functional testing. Whereas under functional testing, you have unit testing, integration testing, system testing, acceptance testing. These all fall under functional testing. Clear, guys? So performance testing is one type of non-functional testing. Performance testing falls under non-functional testing. Right, so this is the difference between functional testing versus non-functional testing. Now let's understand the performance testing in detail. Performance testing is it is a non-functional testing. We just now discussed it is one. What is the purpose of doing performance testing? Is to determine an application's speed, stability, scalability, and reliability. Now let's understand what is meant by speed, stability, scalability, and reliability. So speed, it is simple. So it's simple and straightforward. So speed means nothing but a response time of any page. Suppose if you are doing performance testing for apple.com website, right? If you are doing performance testing for apple.com website, so and you type apple.com, so it is taking some time to load the page, right? Yes or no, guys? It took some 2 seconds approximately to load the page, right? Now let me show you something called developer tools. Okay, we'll use something called developer tools. I'm opening a new browser. Let me close this, and I'm opening a private browser. Okay, and everyone please open a private browser. And did I cover what is the difference between normal browser and a private browser?
No, sir.
Okay, so we'll discuss that. So everyone please open a private browser. Go to your Chrome, normal browser, Chrome, right? And click on the 3 dots on the right side and use this new incognito window or Control-Shift-N is the shortcut for that. And you'll get this private browser. This is also called as incognito browser or private browser. Chrome calls it as incognito, whereas all other browsers call it as private browser. So what is the difference between a normal browser and private browser, guys? Lakshmi?
Whatever we open in private browser, it will not, when we close the browser and once we re-logged into the browser, we cannot see that history. Whatever we are searching, it's totally private. It will not get replicated again.
Right. So your normal browser will have a history option, right? Suppose, okay, let me show you something over here first. So observe here. So if you go to history tab, right, it is showing, what all websites that I have visited recently, right? Here you can see recently closed. There are 4 tabs that are recently closed. Clear, guys? These are the pages that I visited recently. But whereas if you go to private browser, right, there is no history. There won't be any history option at all here. Isn't it? See here, you don't have any history option, first of all. So when you are in private mode or when you are in incognito browser, right? Chrome won't save the following information. Your browsing history will not be saved. Cookies and site data will not be saved. And whatever information you entered in the forms also will not be saved, right? Chrome is clearly mentioning it here. What is, what are the features of incognito browser? Isn't it, guys? Are you able to open this browser, guys? Everyone, please open a incognito browser. And read this, try to understand this description. So Chrome won't save the following information so now you can browse privately, and other people who use this device won't see your activity, right? However, downloads, bookmarks, and reading list items will be saved. Downloads, bookmarks, and reading list items will be saved. You can ignore this, understand this first statement. You have gone incognito, right? That means you are in a private mode. Now you can browse privately, and other people who use this device won't see your activity. That means you have visited some pages over here, and once you leave your laptop or desktop, right? If any other people who are using this device won't see the activity. Clear, guys? Why? Because Chrome won't save the following information. Your browsing history, cookies, and site data information that you entered in the forms won't be saved when you are in incognito mode. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
It will
And
come
you-
only in in Chrome, not in Internet Explorer.
No, in every browser will have a private browser. I will show you that. Right? However, your activity might still be visible to websites you visit, your employer or school, or your ISP, Internet Service Provider. Right? That means you are not completely private. You are not completely private, or you are not completely incognito. Your activity might still be visible to websites that you visit. Obviously, they will know, like, whatever a website, when you visit some websites, right? So those websites will be able to track you. And your employer or school, suppose if you are using an office laptop, your employer will be able to track. Though you don't see a history option here, your employer or your school or college, if you are using an office laptop, right? Or if you are using a college, laptop or a desktop in a college, school or college, right? They will be able to track your activity. Please remember this. Okay. And your ISP, your internet service provider, also will be able to track your activity. What is ISP, guys? What is meant by internet service provider?
Internet service provider.
Right. So right now I am using Airtel internet, Airtel broadband. Okay. So how can I check that? What is my IP? IP type. What is my IP.com? Type what is my IP.com. It will show you. What information does this show? Does this website
Public
show?
IP. Public IP. It shows
It
public
shows
IP.
public IP address. Yes. And it shows the ISP also.
Where
See.
your location is located.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, location is not showing correctly. Right now I'm in Hyderabad. I don't know why this is showing, but actually right now I'm in Hyderabad. Okay. So, but this is the ISP. This is I am using Airtel Fiber Net as of now. Airtel Extreme Fiber as of now. Okay. You can check, you can check on your machine, guys. Suppose if you are using Act Fiber Net or Zoom Fiber Net or any other Geo, right? You can check that. It will show your location. Geo and all, they will show the correct location. I don't know why, but only Airtel is not showing correct location. But they will be able to track, like, from which location I am using. That information will be available with the ISP. Clear, guys? So this is called internet service provider, right? Understood what is meant by internet service provider, isn't it? So
Yeah.
so when you are using, even though you are using a private browser, don't assume that you can visit any website. So your ISP will be able to track, or if you are using office laptop, your employer or your admin, right? Employer and admin team of your office, or if you are using a college laptop, right? Your admin team will be able to track. Okay. Even though you are using incognito. And coming back to response time, right? So I'm typing apple.com. I want to visit apple.com website, right? I'm typing apple.com. Before that, let me launch a tool called Developer Tools. I'm hitting F12 on my keyboard. Can everyone please open this F12? Click F12 and open this Developer Tools, guys. Open this Developer Tools. Okay, and go to Network tab. Please go to Network tab. So this is called as developer tools. Yeah, hey, someone asked if this incognito browser will be only for Chrome, right? Or no, it is applicable for any browser. Let me show you that. Okay, I'm using Edge browser, right? So this is a normal Edge browser. Let me clear the annotations first. 1 second. Let me clear these drawings. See, this is a normal Edge browser, right? And how to open a private browser? Right click on the 3 dots. Sorry, click on the 3 dots, not right click. Click on the 3 dots. You will see new in private window. You have an option called new in private window, isn't it? With a dark theme, right? With dark theme or black background. This is called as dark theme. Clear, guys? And this is private browser of Edge. In private browsing of Edge. So in the same way for Firefox also, let me show you for Firefox also. One second. So I have set proxy on Firefox. Let me disable that proxy. So this is a normal Firefox browser. Let it load actually. Let it load. This is a normal Firefox browser. And how does a private browser looks like? Firefox also using the term private, right? New private window. And it will have this icon, observe here. Your private Firefox browser will have this icon. So this one, private browsing. You see here on the top left, top right, right?
Yes, sir.
You see here on the top right, private browsing. And you see this logo actually, this logo will be there for a private Firefox browser. Okay. So here also you can see the description over here. So Firefox clears your search and browsing history when you close all private windows. Okay. But still this doesn't make you anonymous. This doesn't make you anonymous. If you click on learn more, you'll see the description, complete description. So please go through this. Okay. So please go through this and remember the difference between normal browser and a private browser. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So every browser has normal browser as well as private mode. You can access any browser, normal mode or private mode or incognito mode. All right. Now let's say, for example, you are coming back to our performance testing concepts, right? Yes, these concepts are required for any software engineer, whether you are a developer or a manual test engineer or automation test engineer. So you should know that this private browser. You should know about this private browser. Okay, or a performance testing engineer or security testing engineer. Okay. Now, yeah. So let me type the URL and hit enter. And observe here I am on network tab in developer tools. And this is called as developer tools, right? So whatever window you are seeing over here, right? This is called as developer tools. And you can arrange these developer tools anywhere. So you can change the document. So let me show you that. You can keep this developer tools on the right side. See here, right now, it is dock side is on the right. And you can dock to bottom, right? By selecting that option. Click on the 3 dots and you can change the dock side. Now it is on the bottom, isn't it? And you can, if you click this right, dock to left. Right? Now you can see developer tools on the left side of the browser, right? And this one is unlocked to undocked into a separate window. If you click that, right, you will get developer tools separately. Clear, guys? So I'm using dock to the right. Is it clear, guys? Now let me type apple.com and see how much time it is taking. You can see the page load time here. See here, it took 3.42 seconds, isn't it? It took 3. Here you can see, guys, on the bottom right, Okay, let me highlight it. See here you can see the finish time, right? There is something called finish time here you can see, isn't it? 3.42 seconds. So he took this particular website homepage, this apple.com website took 3 seconds approximately to load this page. So this is the response time of the page. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right? So this is the speed of the page. So it loaded in 3 seconds approximately. Okay. So this is about speed. Now, what is stability? Stability means how stable the application is under expected load and unexpected user load, right? Stability means how stable the application is under expected and unexpected user load. Okay. Stability means to check how stable the application is under expected and unexpected user loads, right? So application performance should not degrade even after using very long time. So I explained here about speed, stability, scalability, and reliability. Okay. And what is the next factor? Scalability. Scalability means can the application handle unexpected user load and how does it behave beyond its capacity? What is scalability, guys? Can the application handle unexpected user load and how does it behave beyond its capacity? Beyond its capacity means, let's say a website can handle 5,000 user load, right? Let us say the expected user load or target user load for an application is 5,000 users, right? Or that is the capacity, normal capacity of the application. So what if there are more number of users? Let's say 7,000 users are accessing application, right? While the expected user load is 5,000, how the application would behave if 6,000 or 7,000 users are accessing the application, right? That is called as scalability. Checking that is called as scalability, right? And this shows the application's ability to handle increasing user load without performance degradation. What is the application's ability to handle increasing user load without performance degradation? We get to know, and that is called as scalability when you do performance testing, right? So this is one more reason to do performance testing. What is the? To check the scalability of the application. Clear, guys? And what is reliability? Reliability is nothing but how reliable is the application and will users have positive experience on go live. Once the application goes into production, will the users have positive experience or how reliable the application is once it goes into production? So that is called as reliability. So these are the 4 major factors for doing performance testing. These are the 4 major factors for doing performance testing. Okay. What are those? Speed, stability, scalability, and reliability. Clear, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I mentioned here. So if someone asks you what is performance testing, define
It's a
it as
non-functional.
performance testing is a non-functional testing. Don't miss this term. Okay. Performance testing is non-functional testing to determine an application's
Speed, stability, scalability, and reliability.
and reliability. Testing, right? These are the 4 major factors for doing performance testing. So speed, stability, scalability, and reliability. Right? And we'll discuss this performance metrics later on. It's a bit early to discuss this. I'll explain those later on. Okay. Now, so why do we do performance testing, or what are the reasons for doing performance testing for an already existing application and for a newly developed application? So let's understand that. Right? So what very important interview question is. First of all, what is performance testing? That is important, right? And some interviews ask some tricky questions like this. Why are you interested in performance testing? Okay. So some interviews ask these tricky questions like, why are you interested in performance testing? You have manual testing, automation, performance security, and all these, right? So why are you interested in performance testing? So what would you answer this? So first of all, what is performance testing? Okay, we can ask you what is performance testing and why are you interested in performance testing? And why did you choose performance testing as your career? Understood?
Okay.
What would you answer? Why did you choose performance testing as your career? What would you answer? What would be your answer? Do you want me to pause recording?
I
It
mean,
has no need to more knowledge on coding.
Okay. No need of coding knowledge, programming knowledge. Okay. Any other answers?
Day by day, the data is expanding, no, sir. So the huge data we need depend on the applications. So to test that applications, it needs the performance test.
Okay.
Testing is worked for any application, sir.
What is that? Testing is?
It is used for any application, sir, not related to one particular technology or language like that.
Okay. Okay. 3 different answers. Any more answers? Guys, please speak out. I got 3
We can
different
check many
answers.
applications.
Huh?
We can check many applications.
Can do testing for many applications. Yeah, we can do manual testing and automation testing also for any application. Manual, automation, security, performance for any application. So why did you choose performance testing as your career? Particularly performance testing. Why did you choose particularly performance testing?
So because of the scope,
Because of the scope.
Yeah. Yes.
What is meant by scope? Automation has more scope than performance. Yes or no?
yes, sir.
No, sir.
It has more scope than performance. Why performance testing? Right? So genuine answer would be like because of no coding, right? There will be
Yes, sir.
no coding or low coding. You don't require more programming skills or coding skills, right? At the same time, you'll get more package. That's a good thing, right? That is the beauty of performance testing. You'll get more package or more or less equal package to automation testing. Our performance testing is are having equal or more package, high package than developers also, guys. Please remember this, right? So even though we don't tried any coding from scratch, right? So performance testing engineers are paid equal at par or more than developers. Okay. At least I know I have chosen performance testing for that reason. And moreover, like this is a niche skill. Performance testing is a niche skill, right? So it's very interesting at the same time. See, even though manual testing units also may get same package, but manual testing will be, I feel, at least my personal opinion, I feel that manual testing will be a bit boring. Okay, because you do repetitive tasks, isn't it? So performance testing is challenging. That is another reason. Performance testing is very challenging. So challenging in terms of script development, challenging in terms of testing, test execution, right? Monitoring and analysis, finding out bottlenecks, right? So it's not a monotonous job. So it's a challenging or interesting job, right? This is one important reason why I have chosen performance testing. Okay. All right. So the reason why I am explaining is don't say that, someone has suggested me performance testing to learn performance testing. My cousin has suggested, or, my friends have suggested performance testing. Please don't give such type of answers. Got it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right?
okay.
Now, why do we do, next question that would be, why do we do performance testing? Or what are the reasons? What are the reasons for doing? Or what are the reasons for doing performance testing? Or why do we do performance? Or why does an application require performance testing? Why does an application require Performance testing.
Avoid the loss of
It's
business.
business opportunities.
Yeah.
So, or they can ask the same question: what are the goals of performance testing? What are the goals of performance testing for? What are the goals of performance testing? Let me.
We need to increase the speed of the application.
Right.
Yeah, as you said before, it has to test the speed, stability, scalability, and reliability of application.
Right. Okay. So now let us understand what are the goals of performance testing. I will broadly classify these into two categories. One is why do we do performance testing for an already existing application and for a newly built application. Okay. Let me broadly classify into two categories. So performance testing, why do we do performance testing for an already existing application? Already existing application means which is already in production environment. Okay, which is already in production environment. What is meant by production environment? I explained yesterday. What is meant by
Yes, sir.
production environment?
Which is used by the end user.
Right. So we discussed about high level environments and low level environments yesterday. Isn't it? So if an application is already in production environment, right? In what cases we do performance testing? In what scenarios we do performance testing? If an application is already in production. Now, in what scenarios or what are the reasons for doing performance testing for a newly developed application? So, right. So let us segregate into two categories. Right. Now, first let's discuss what are the reasons or what are the goals of performance testing for an already existing application. And then we will discuss what are the goals for doing performance testing for a newly built application. All right. So I'll go to slide show. Okay. So first scenario where we do performance testing for an already existing application is whenever a new feature or new functionality is added. Yes, I'm observing some background noise. I'm muting everyone. Please unmute if you have any queries. Please feel free. Please unmute by pressing and holding the space bar on your keyboard if you want to ask something or if you want to speak for a moment. Okay. So press and hold the space bar on your keyboard. Okay, to temporarily unmute, that is to temporarily mute or unmute. Okay, so for an already existing application, in what scenarios we do performance testing for an already existing application? Whenever a new feature or new functionality is added, right? Whenever a new feature or new functionality is added to the application, we have to do performance testing, even though it is already in production, even though it is live, right? Yes or no, guys? Whenever a new feature or new functionality is added, what is the meaning of this? Can you, so let us take any application and can you give some examples? Let's take WhatsApp application. So what are the new features added to WhatsApp, guys? WhatsApp web application or mobile application? So can you list out some new features added to WhatsApp application or WhatsApp app on mobile app?
The new feature is if we send images for one time, so they install the new feature with enter the one time option for not saving the screenshot or images to others.
Can you please come again? I am not aware of this feature. What is that?
If we want to share some personal or any personal information to others, but we want them to not save that information, we use the one-time option.
Oh, okay. If you want to share some photos and we want to restrict them,
yeah,
from
to
sharing
save
to
them
others.
there. Yeah.
Restrict them from sharing to others, then we can use one time. What is it? One time?
One-time watch option.
Okay, okay. So
That is the new feature. That is the new feature on WhatsApp.
Okay, where do you get that option? Do you have that option in iOS also or Android only now?
I am using iOS. Let me show you. I just share some message to you. I just share to it.
I'm interested to see that. Yeah. So please share that. Okay.
If I want to share this image to you, I just send it in group. Will you please open that message?
Oh, okay. I saw this, it will show number 1 over there. Okay, I saw this before.
Yeah. You can't take that screenshot and you can't share them to any others also.
Okay, got it, understood. Okay, so yeah, thanks. So I'll show that for the purpose of others. Let me show that. Okay, so here you will
Okay.
see, actually you'll see a 1 number here, right? You'll see number 1 over here. I am seeing it on mobile, somehow I'm not seeing it over here, right? So Hemant has sent one message and it shows, a circle, dotted circle, semicircle, semi-dotted circle, and it will display number 1 here. Okay, so once I open it, then that number is disappearing. Once I open the image, right, then that number is disappearing, and I'm unable to open it again. Got
Yes.
it. Okay, and I will be unable to open, or I will not be able to share to others also.
Yes.
Okay,
You
nice.
can't take screenshot also.
Okay, we can't take screenshot also. Good. Thanks for thanks
Where
for
it is in which options?
Yeah, I'm interested to know now, like where that option, how do you get that option? All right. So yeah,
If you started a message, then automatically it will show you at right of the corner.
Okay. Let me try that.
Enter any. I'm not sure this will also for chat message. I thought it will be only for pics and images.
Yeah, it's for pics and images only.
Yeah.
So when you are sharing an image on the bottom right, check on the bottom
Yeah.
right, you are seeing that number 1,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. View once images give you more privacy, right? You can see the description also over there. Guys, check that, guys. Everyone, please check that. Okay. Oh, that is
First
one.
you have to update the WhatsApp application.
Okay. Yes. You should be on the latest version of WhatsApp. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. You should be using the latest version of WhatsApp. Right.
Yes.
Good. Interesting feature, guys. Right. Thanks, Hemant, for that. So, any other new features?
Yes, so one more is there. Like previously, when we sent any picture to anyone, we'll have to delete it if we don't want them to the send, or we have to delete it within 15 minutes. But now the time is changed. Can delete it anytime, and when we delete it, the same pictures will be deleted from the another person's mobile. So that is newly introduced. Like the time slot is increased. Like anytime we can.
Yes. Okay. Got it. Okay. Yeah. So, and Telegram also have some interesting feature, right? One feature that I like with Telegram is we can edit the message. Once you send some message, right? In WhatsApp, we don't have any option to currently, we don't have any option to edit the message. But in Telegram, you can edit the message, right? I like that feature very much. Did you use that feature anytime in Telegram? That edit option?
No, sir.
Okay.
No one.
All right. Yeah. So whenever, so application, any application will be subjected to new features or functionalities, right? So it is a continuous process. Some or other new features will be added to the application. So whenever some new feature is added to the application, right? Even though the application is in live, right? Or even though the application is in production environment, or WhatsApp is already live, right? From many years, isn't it? So, but some new feature is added to the application. So before adding that new feature before releasing this new feature to production environment, right? That application will be tested in the test environment. It will undergo all types of testing, unit testing, functional testing, SIT, system integration testing, performance testing, security testing. All these testing will be done in the test environment in the corresponding environments, and right. And once it is tested, right, once all the types of testing are completed, then only that application will go into that feature will be released into production, right? Then only that new feature will be released into production environment. Understood, guys? So whenever a new feature or functionality is added, even though it is an existing application, we have to do performance testing. Clear, guys? Right? So any other new features, interesting features like this in WhatsApp? Guys, please speak out. You have to be interactive. Right?
Yes, sir. View profile, pic, view profile, view status option, sir. Recently, they added.
What is that? What is that new feature?
మనం ప్రొఫైల్ పిక్ ని చూడాలి అనుకున్నప్పుడు వ్యూ ప్రొఫైల్ అంటాం కదా సార్. ఎట్ ద సేమ్ టైం మనకి వ్యూ స్టేటస్ కూడా అక్కడే అప్డేట్ అవుతుంది సార్. స్టేటస్
Okay.
ఏమైనా న్యూది అప్డేట్ చేస్తే మనకి అప్డేట్ అవుతుంది. ఆటోమేటిక్ గా వాళ్ళ ప్రొఫైల్ పిక్ దగ్గర గ్రీన్ కలర్ సర్కిల్ వస్తుంది.
Okay, okay, got it. Okay. So you'll see the view status also at the profile pic. Okay. Okay. All right.
అంటే
So
మన
whenever
చాట్
yeah, go ahead.
అదే మన చాట్ బాక్స్ ఓపెన్ చేసినప్పుడే వాళ్ళు ఏదైనా స్టేటస్ పెట్టారా లేదా అనేది మనకు క్లియర్ గా అర్థమైపోద్ది వాళ్ళ ప్రొఫైల్ చుట్టూ సర్కిల్ ఫామ్ అయ్యి.
Okay, okay.
No, so we don't need to go to status bar. And one more thing is the WhatsApp has provided so many privacy rules
Okay.
recently.
Okay. All right then. So if we can learn a lot of new features about WhatsApp, particularly from you guys. Right?
Masters
All right. Huh?
Masters in WhatsApp.
WhatsApp experts.
Thank you.
Okay. Right. So whenever some new feature or functionality is added, we will have to do performance testing. That is one scenario. And another scenario is increasing number of users are adding new users. Right? Increasing number of users are adding new users. Let me give some examples for this. Okay. So for instance, let's say for example, I'll take some examples for this. Increasing number of users are adding new users. Okay. Let me take some example for this. So everyone might have heard, ING Vaishya Bank, right? So previously there used to be a bank called ING Vaishya Bank, isn't it? Yes or no? Which was acquired by Kotak Mahindra Bank. So ING Vaishya Bank was acquired by Kotak Mahindra Bank somewhere around 2000. Is not important for us when it acquired. But this instance, right? You know this example, right? Kotak Mahindra Bank acquired ING Vaishya Bank, right? Now let's say before this acquisition, let's say ING Vaishya Bank has some 1 lakh users, net banking users. Okay, ING Vaishya Bank used to have some 1 lakh net banking users. 1 lakh net banking users. And Kotak Mahindra Bank is a big bank, obviously. So let's say it has 5 lakh users before this merger, right? Before Kotak Mahindra Bank acquired ING Vaishya Bank. Now, after acquisition or post merger, right? Okay. Before acquisition, so Kotak Mahindra Bank website is, net banking website is kotak.com. ING Vaishya Bank website is, let's say, ingvaishya.com. I don't remember exactly, but so they have their own websites, ingvaishyabank.com, right? Let's say this is your net banking website for ING Vaishya Bank, and this is the net banking website for Kotak Mahindra Bank. Now, after merger, post-merger, right? Post-merger, all these ING Vaishya Bank users also, net banking users also will start using this Kotak.com website, right? So post-merger, Kotak.com website will have approximately 6 lakh users. Sir, no?
Yes,
6
sir.
lakh net banking users, isn't it? Now, there are some new features, there are some new users added. Increasing number of users are adding new users, right? Now we understood this example or this scenario. There are 1 lakh more users who start using this Kotak.com website post-merger, right? Now Kotak.com website should be subjected to performance testing. So performance testing should be done on kotakmahindra.com website to check whether this website will support that 1 lakh additional users or not. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? Because users also will start using this Kotak.com website post merger or post acquisition, right? So that is this example, right? Increasing number of users are adding new users, right? Or else you have many examples like this. Into 2020 or 2021, some associate banks are merged with SBI. You know that example, right? You know that scenario, right? So State Bank of India associate some banks are merged with the parent State Bank of India. What are those banks? State Bank of Jaipur. Some of you may be having account with previously you may be having account with SBH, right? State Bank of Hyderabad. And now it was merged with State Bank of India, isn't it? Or State Bank of Mysore was there previously. All these associate, few of the associate banks are merged with State Bank of India. Now, so see, my father used to have an account with State Bank of Hyderabad. After this merger, right? So, there is no more SBH. And previously, before merger, the URL is online SBH or something, right? Post merger, like, that account was converted to SBI account. And he started using online SBI.com. That is a net banking website of SBI, right? Online SBI.com, I think that is the, yeah, online SBI.com. This is the website of State Bank of India, isn't it? So of post merger, right, there are some increasing number of users are added, some new users are added, isn't it? So in such scenarios also we have to do performance testing. Even though it is an already existing application, we have to do performance testing in such scenarios as well, isn't it? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Another scenario where we have to do performance testing is whenever there is some software upgrade like database or OS migration on the servers. Whenever there is a software upgrade like database upgrade or OS migration on the servers. What is meant by OS migration?
Changing the OS, like previously we have Windows 10, now we are having Windows 11. So
Right.
we are migrating to Windows 11 now.
Right. Yes. So previously we have Windows 10. Now Microsoft has released Windows 11. And let's say, for example, your application is using Windows 10 previously, was using Windows 10 previously. Now Microsoft has released Windows 11 and recommending Windows 11 to everyone, right? Suppose migrating from one OS to another, right? Then you call that as OS migration. So before a migration, before that OS migration also we do performance testing. First we do performance testing of the application on Windows 11, and then in the test environment, right? We have to do performance testing in the test environment. And then once we found that, we don't have any performance issues, then only it will be done in production environment, right? So whenever there is some software upgrade like operating system migration or database migration, let's say, for example, an application is using Oracle as their database, and they are using Oracle 12c. Let's assume that they're using Oracle 12c version. Now they want to migrate to the latest version, right? Now, in such cases also, what we do is first we do it in test environment. We do that database upgradation in the test environment and make sure that there are no performance issues or there are performance improvements, right? Then we do that in the production environment. Clear, guys? So whenever, in all these scenarios, we have to do performance testing. Whenever there is some major software upgrade, like database upgrade or OS migration, or whenever, we want to do hardware upgrade also on the servers, right? So we do this performance testing. Or after fixing any performance issues, right? So we do performance testing after fixing the performance issues also to make sure that the issues are actually resolved. Clear, guys? So in all these scenarios, we have to do performance testing. And one more scenario where we have to do performance testing is as an ongoing or regular activity in each sprint. It's an ongoing or regular activity in each sprint. We'll discuss this point tomorrow. I'll stop it here for today. Okay. So we are running out of time. So it's I'll stop it here for today, and I'll explain this last concept in and of what are the reasons for doing performance testing for a newly developed application. Also, we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. So any queries before we close the session for today?
సార్ ఇంకా గూగుల్ క్లాస్ రూమ్ లో కొంతమందికి మెయిల్స్ రాలేదు, నాకైతే మెయిల్ ఏమి రాలేదు మరి ఇంకా.
Yeah, you need to confirm your joining, like
అయిపోయింది కదా
classroom. So Hemanta.
Yes సార్, నా జాయినింగ్ ఆల్రెడీ కన్ఫర్మ్ అయ్యింది.
Okay. Let me check Hemanta. So other than that, any subject related queries?
No.
Okay, we'll discuss those after pausing the recording. Okay, recording purpose. I'll be uploading this. This session also, this demo session also to my YouTube channel, guys. So please watch the description of the video wherein you will have a playlist URL. So let me quickly show you that. So for every video, I will be providing the playlist URL. Okay. So for this, we had 4 demo sessions till now. Let me check, if I added that. See in the description, but I think I did not add it today. I'll add it now. You see over here, right? You see the playlist URL of the previous batches, and I will add the playlist URL of this batch also, February batch also today, right? So if you want to watch the previous videos, right? So please, click on that playlist URL. Okay. You will see all the recorded sessions in a sequence, proper sequence. And thanks for watching, and have a nice day. And enrollments are still in progress. If you want to join this live training, contact on my WhatsApp number. Here is my WhatsApp number, guys. So here is my WhatsApp number, and subscribe and subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on all notifications. This is my YouTube channel name. All right. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.